Hello, today is March the 25th, 2025, and I'm going to be reading Joshua chapter 15, and this is titled Allotment for Judah, and it reads, The allotment for the tribe of Judah, clan by clan, extended down to the territory of Edom, to the desert of Zin in the extreme south. Their southern boundary started from the bay at the southern end of the Salt Sea, crossed south of Scorpion Pass, continued on to Zin, and went over to the south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it ran past Hezron up to Adar and curved around to Karka. It then passed along to Asmon and joined the Wadi of Egypt, ending at the sea. This is their southern boundary. The eastern boundary is the Salt Sea as far as the mouth of the Jordan. The northern boundary started from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan, went up to Beth Hoglah, and continued north of Beth Araba to the stone of Bohan, son of Reuben. The boundary then went up to Debir from the valley of Achor and turned north to Gilgal, which faces the pass of Adumim, south of the gorge. It continued along to the waters of En Shemish and came out of the En Rogel. Then it ran up the valley of Ben Hinnom along the southern slope of Jebusite city, that is, Jerusalem. From there it climbed to the top of the hill west of the Hinnom Valley at the northern end of the valley of the Rephaim. From the hilltop, the boundary headed toward the spring of the waters of Nephto, came out at the towns of Mount Ephron, and went down toward Balal, that is, Kirath Jearim. Then it curved westward from Balal to Mount Seir, ran along the northern slope of Mount Jearim, that is, Keslon, continued down to Beth Shemesh, and crossed to Timnah. It went to the northern slope of Ekron, turned toward Shekron. I'm sorry, these names are getting me, but it's Shekron, I believe, passed along to Mount Bala and reached Jabneel. The boundary ended at the sea. The western boundary is the coastline of the Great Sea. These are the boundaries and the people of Judah by their clans. In accordance with the Lord's command to him, Joshua gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, a portion in Judah, Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the forefather of Anak. From Hebron, Caleb drove out the three Anakites, Shishah, Ammon, and Talmi, descendants of Eknah. From there, he marched against the people living in Debir, formerly called Kiriath Sefer, and Caleb said, I will give my daughter Aksash in marriage to the man who attacks and captures Kiriath Sefer. Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's brother, took it. So Caleb gave his daughter Aksah to him in marriage. One day, when she came to Othniel, she urged him to ask her father for a field. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, What can I do for you? She replied, Do me a special favor. Since you have given me land in the Negev, give me also springs of water. So Caleb gave her the upper and lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Judah, clan by clan. The southernmost towns of the tribe of Judah in the Negev towards the boundary of Edom were Kabilz, Ader, Jergar, Canal, Dimnah, I'm sorry, these names are kind of getting me. Kadesh, Hazar, Ethnan, Zip, Tilim, Below, Hazar, Hadadat, Kirath, Hezron, that is Hazar, Amam, Shema, Moladah, Hazar Gadah, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shul, Beersheba, Bezoth, Balal, Elam, Ezim, El Tolad, Kazil, Hormah, Ziklag, Mammonah, Sassanon, Leba, Shilhim, and Rimmon. I'm sorry, these names are kind of hard to pronounce for me. A total of 25 towns and their villages. In the western foothill, Estel, Zorah, Ashanon, Zanan, Ganam, Tapna, Enam, Jerah, Abdullam, Soka, Eska, Sharim, Aditham, and Gidero, 14 towns and their villages. Zenon, Hadesh, Migdal, Gad, Delim, Mizpah, Jokthil, Lachish, Boskoth, Eglon, Kaban, Lamas, Kiklish, Gederoth, Beth Dagon, Nema, and Makdah, 16 towns and their villages. Lebanon, Ether, Asher, Ephah, Eshnon, Nezib, Kilal, Zib, and Mirash, 9 towns and their villages. Ekron with its surrounding settlements and villages. West of Ekron, and all were in the vicinity of Ashdod, together with their villages. Ashdod, its surrounding settlements and villages, and Gaza, its settlements and villages, as far as the Wadi of Egypt, and the coastlines of the Great Sea. In the hill country, Shemir, Jatir, Sokah, Dana, Kirath Sanah, that is Debir, Anab, Esthma, Anim, Goshen, Holon, and Gila, 11 towns and their villages. Arab, Duma, Eshon, Janim, Beth, Tupah, Abka, Humta, Kirath Araba, that is Hebron, and Zir, 9 towns and their villages. Mayon, Carmel, Zip, Juta, Jezreel, Jotam, Zanab, Cain, Gibel, and Timnah, 10 towns and their villages. Halhu, Beth, Zur, Gedar, Marath, Beth, Anon, Anath, and Ethon, 6 towns and their villages. Kira Baal, that is Kirath Jerim, and Rabbah, 2 towns and their villages. In the desert, Beth Araba, Midden, Seka, Nibshon, the city of salt, and En Gedi, 6 towns and their villages. Judah could not dislodge the Jebusites who were living in Jerusalem. To this day, the Jebusites live there with the people of Judah. So that is the end of Joshua chapter 15, and I will pick up in Joshua chapter 16, which will be titled Allotment for Ephraim and Manasseh. And I do apologize, it's very difficult to pronounce some of these towns and names, so please just bear with me. But I hope you'll join me again. Thanks.